Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Myers Guitars here with another guitar review. This time it is a Singleton. I've actually played one of their import models. I believe that was a Singleton. Anyway, I had to go back and check it out and see if I have video of it. But anyway, this is a buddy of mine. He brought me this bass because he wanted me to change out the electronics on it. It has a Nordstrand 2B, I think is what it's called, and he was wanting me to change it out to a John East because the preamp was, the bass is too zingy and just too much of something, and didn't sound like a PJ, put it that way. So he was hoping if he changed out the preamp to a John East, that maybe the EQ curve would be different and he would be able to get that sound that he's looking for. Which I think he wants, like just like an active PJ is what he wants. And so anyway, he brought me the bass. I checked it out. I took the control cavity off and I looked in it, and I noticed that there was a gain trim pod inside there, internal gain knob. So I turned it all the way down, and there was like some kind of little switch, and I think that probably might throw the, I would imagine, the mid-range curve somewhere, because this is a 2-band. It's just bass and treble. And so I flipped that, turned the gain knob all the way down, and it fixed everything. Like, it's perfect now. So so I let him know, and he's happy with leaving it then. If he says if it gets a good tone now, then he's happy with it. And now the pickups are U-late. I think I'm pronouncing it right anyway. It's PJ sub, as you can see. And I think the bridge pickup is a split coil. Oh, excuse me. I think the bridge is a split coil, and because it's noiseless and sounds really good though, it's you can see it's got like a graphic scene on it, which I've never really seen anybody do this before. It looks really good. I don't know if you call it Starry Night or what it was called, but it's a mountain scene at night in like clouds or snow or something like that. It's pretty cool though. And on the back, it's got a satin black finish, matte black finish. I mean, whoever did the finish on this is, or Singleton, whoever, if he does it, great. If somebody else does it for him, great. They do a really good job. Everything's nice and smooth and solid, and like a very good hard surface. I like it. And then, but you can see the back's just got the battery box, and look at that cool belly cut. I like that, going all the way back like that. And it's really good. It's got a really good transition right here. I don't know if that's like a mineral stain or what on the neck, but there is something right there. I don't know what the body wood is. I'm not really sure. The bass itself's about 8.5 pounds, so it's nothing super heavy, but it is still very well balanced. You can see the neck. It's a bird's eye maple fingerboard, or fingerboard. It's a bird's eye maple neck. It's got an ebony fingerboard. It's 22 frets. It's got the face dots running all the way down the bass side of it. Looks really good. And then it has brass inserts for the fret markers, or the side dots, I should say. The bridge, hip shot satin and chrome, A style. Tuners, hip shot satin and chrome, ultralights. So everything is top notch. All the equipment on it's very good. I don't know any specs on this bass. He just brought it to me for this right here, so that's it. But the fingerboard raise probably looks to be about, I would say, 14 or 16. It's pretty nice and flat. It feels really good though. I like it. And then the profile of the neck back here, I would say it's a flat D. It still rolls all the way around, but it's very thin front to back right there, kind of very stretched out shape. So I'd call this like a good flat D. Very good finish, like the paintwork on this thing, the neck, whatever finish he uses on the neck. I mean, it's silky smooth. I love it. Fret edges are perfect, and fret work is perfect. There's no dead spots, no fret buzzing or anything like that. So everything is really good. I really enjoyed it. Now, I will say, That's all the good stuff, and the tones you'll hear in a minute. Tones are freaking, I really like them anyway. They sound really good now. But I will say a couple things that, not for me anyway, it was the way the bass was set up, and which I went ahead and changed it, so hopefully LeBrandon likes the way I did it. I mean, it plays itself now, it really does, compared to what it did play like. But the nut action was way too high. I mean, it was a strain to push this first position down, like it was, and it was all, what do you call it, just attitude basically, you know what I mean, like everything was sharp. I mean, down through here it was actually still choking out too, so I guess I basically fixed all that for him. So I slided the nut deeper, filed everything in deeper. I shimmed the neck, so I put a shim in there because the saddles were all bottomed out, so now the saddles are just barely off the base plate, which is the way I really like it actually, so they're not jacked all up. I don't like that. But they're all just the base plate, so now everything fits the curvature just right. And the axe is still really low all the way from nut to 22nd fret, and but I didn't have to touch the relief, and then didn't have to turn the truss rod any. It was, I mean, the relief in is perfect, so it really plays awesome now. But for a custom instrument, I just don't like the way that was set up, you know what I mean? And then also with the way the electronics came, with the gain knob jacked all the way up to the max. I mean, I don't really know when you would ever need that done, to be honest with you. Unless that was just a sound you're going for. You had some really super weak pickups, but most modern pickups aren't that way. So anyway, yeah. So that was my gripe with it, was the nut. That was the biggest thing really, was the nut. Shimming the neck, man, that helped though. It definitely helped for sure. But anyway, I don't know the price of it, so you could just have to look it up. This is just something I'm, like I said, just working on, and thought I'd do a quick video of it. And so I'm going to do a couple tones for you. Let's see, this is going to be the neck pickup, and actually I'll have the bass and treble turned all the way down, and you can hear what it sounds like. There sounds like a P bass, And then if we start bumping the bass up just a quarter, just like say quarter, let's see. That sounds like just straight up passive bass in my opinion. That sounds like just a straight up passive P bass right there, and the treble's all the way down still. So the extremes on this thing it's not extreme, which is nice now with that gain turned all the way down. So even when you jack the treble all the way up, it's still not hissing and super bright. The bass, yeah, it gets pretty strong, but it's still never overdriving the circuit or anything like that. And let's see, I'm gonna I'll put the bass at halfway, and I'm gonna still keep the treble all the way down. Sounds good still. And then let's see, we'll just turn the treble up to a quarter, leave the bass at mid. You can hear how it's coming in just a little bit more, but nothing strong. And then we'll put them both at middle position, bass and treble. That sounds really good. And then let's just jack them both all the way up. So that's definitely powerful, but it's still not crazy. So I'm gonna put them back down to the halfway point, And then we're going to roll it to the bridge pickup. I'll roll it all the way down too. Let me just go ahead and start everything back at 0. So the bridge pickup soloed, and then bass and treble turned all the way down. So it sounds, it's got that nasally, honky sounding bridge pickup. So now if we turn up the bass to about quarter, leaving the treble at 0. So you can hear it sounds pretty good still. Now let's turn the bass up to mid. That sounds so nice for a bridge pickup solo, and that's with the treble still turned all the way down, and the bass just at the midpoint. So if we turn up the, let's see, we'll turn it to about a quarter of the way on the treble now. Now turn the treble up to the midpoint. That sounds so good. That's the bridge pickup solo. I mean, that sounds like almost like a jazz bass right there. So bump up the bass and treble. Bridge pickup sounds great, and it looks like it's in like I'd say a 60s position if I was going to guess. So it sounds really good. And then now let's do both pickups. So put the blend in the middle. We'll start everything back off at 0 again on the bass and treble. Sounds good. Turn the bass up to about quarter. Turn the bass up to the midway point. Now we'll start bringing in some treble. That's about a quarter. Now halfway on the treble, and the bass is at half. So as you can hear, this thing sounds really nice. I kind of like this setting. Let's see. I mean, I like all the settings on it, but this was pretty cool. If you just take the blend knob and roll it back towards the bridge, I mean, just past the center detone, just behind it. without sounding too boomy and not too nasally at the same time. This bass sounds good. Here, I'll put it back in center. Let's see, put the bass in treble at center. Not a slapper, but that's with the bass and treble just past the center mark, and both pickups right in the middle. And let's see if I pick. And I think these are what, Dunlops? I like these Dunlops right here. Where's my little camera at? It's got the tortoise on it. So I really like these. I'm half blind these days. I can't see what number it is, but let's see. Let's do a traditional P bass tone with a pick. That's a idea. And let's see, we'll go to 50-50. So with a pick, I don't know if it's a pick bass really, the tone, but it still sounds good and growly though like that. And that's just the P bass by itself, right? No, that was both pickups. Sorry. Go back to just the neck. Let's see. Sounds like a P bass. So, anyway, well, you get the idea. This is a Singleton bass. Let's see, I don't know what the price would be on it. Just Google them, Singleton basses or Singleton guitars. I can't speak right now. It's a really nice bass. It's built like a tank, man. It really is. Like, everything is solid as anything. And like I said before, the fretwork is great. The only thing I had a gripe with was, more than anything, just the nut. Shimming the neck. I mean, people have to shim necks on all instruments these days, it seems like, or for preference anyway. Or just make the setup just the way you want it. So that really doesn't matter to me, but the nut was the biggest gripe. I would say, if I was gonna rate this bass, I would say 4 out of 5. So, I mean, it's up there. It's a good, solid instrument. There's definitely nothing wrong with it, so check them out for sure. It's nice and well balanced, lightweight. It's got a cool shape to it as well. So, yeah, I think it's a nice instrument. And if this is my daily bass, I'd be happy with it. Not a huge fan of ebony because it just has a little bit something to the tone, like a little more mid-range clank or something that I don't really care for, like more traditional rosewood and maple, but still, it sounds good though. So yeah, check them out. Hope you like the video. Please like, subscribe, comment, do all that kind of stuff. Help me grow the channel. Tell me what I could do better. And so I hopefully you like it and check them out. Really nice instruments.